and new multiplayer game on that's quite an experimental game because we're playing on a map which is significantly bigger than the standard size of the map, which is 85 per 85, and we're also playing heroes instead of heavy creatures. I'm playing against Biervampir, and it's one of the Biervampir's maps from his map pack. One of his map pack actually. Even if we're playing as heroes, I'm going for the same start, which means a 3x3 library. And the idea is to get a wizard as quickly as possible. The problem with the heroes is that you are more likely to get, tunnelers, and unfortunately I'm getting a tunneler. You have like 29% chances to get a tunneler and only 71% chances to get a wizard, so was quite unlucky there, but you have better chances when you're playing as evil creatures. Now I'm putting a lair, so I can get fairies, and I'm getting a second tunneler, so this is definitely a bad start from my portal. I'm also trying some different dungeon layouts. There I tried to place my training room far from my library to prevent any disruption from a possessed creature. Usually you place your library and your training room close to each other and you put a hatchery between the two rooms. But if someone comes and tries to possess creature and tries to create some fight in the hatchery, it will disrupt both your creatures that are in the training room and the library. So I tried to prevent this a bit, and I also tried to put the training room close to as many reinforced walls as possible to get a good efficiency right at the start. I end up with only a single wizard, which is not really great. And there we put my hatchery between the library and the training room, so not the best layout, as I said. But if someone wants to disrupt other creatures, he will have to cross the entire dungeon to put himself in the hatchery and trigger the creatures that are in the training room and in the library at the same time. So it's slightly better than most of the dungeon layout. Still, optimization can be found. The good thing, however, with getting tunnelers early is that they count as imps. I mean, they are bad imps, but they can reinforce walls. Okay, having 3 tunnelers instead of 3 wizards is still a pain in the ass, but with those 3 tunnelers I can reinforce walls. Tunnelers suck at mining gold, claiming ground, etc., but they can still reinforce walls pretty decently, so you can put all your imps on the mining and claiming far territories, while the tunnelers are reinforcing your key rooms. And I would suggest to make the best use of your tunnelers before the first payday, and once you have to pay those tunnelers, just treasure them in the portal. Or trash them before reaching the creature limit, if you have a portal that is dropping creatures very quickly. Pretty standard start. You want your wizards to research as quickly as possible. I put them at level 2 just to have a slightly more efficient wizard in the library. However, even at level 1 the wizards are shooting at the creatures that are reinforcing your walls, or all the creatures that are not dedicated researchers. I'm also setuping for a twin dungeon even if I'm low in gold, but this way I can research with my thieves and get the best use of them, because they will go to the trash really quickly. The basic strategy I see when playing as heroes is to rush the samurai as quickly as possible. These are by far the best creatures. You can also aim for high level wizards, but they are quite vulnerable to lightning strikes. So yeah, they have heal and they are pretty decent casters, but samurai are better. obviously. I also tried to... yeah, this is a map where I tried to bookmark actually some camera positions, because in Keeper FX you can bookmark some camera positions, and after that you can just jump from one spot to another really quickly. However, it appeared that on such maps that are bigger than the standard map size, there is an issue with this feature. So at least this game was useful at highlighting this issue. I'm getting a lot of thieves after getting a lot of channelers, so definitely my army is shit. Yeah, there's no better words to describe this. Everything will go to the trash really quickly. However, I am able to mine gold at a decent pace and also reinforce my rooms. An optimization there would have been to put my researchers, my best researchers, in my top library and full reinforce my first built library. And once the first library is really fully reinforced and very efficient, I put my researchers on it again, and my wizard won't shoot at my channelers because the library is already reinforced and I can reinforce the other one at the same time. In the end, it's pretty interesting, and it reduces the amount of micromanagement you have to do with your channelers. Getting a ton of fairies once again, that's not really lucky. Fairies are really devastating at level 4, but with a single fully charged lightning strike they die, so... and they take ages to go up to level 4, even with some efficient setup. It either takes a lot of time or takes a lot of gold, and you are happy with none of these cases. I'm, however, pretty decent with the research, with so many wizards and fairies, so I already have the barracks, and now I just need to have my torture room. Here I see that Biervampir is possessing. After breaching my dungeon, is possessing a warlock, wizard. But yeah, good luck trying to deal with double speed giants when you're possessing a wizard. So the wizard just died after like 2 or 3 hits. But he killed one of my imps. Also, an interesting dynamic in hero versus hero, or even when a hero is involved in a multiplayer match, is that you can claim with channelers. So they basically make the enemy imps flee. So if your opponent does not have any channeler, you can basically win this. My level 5 giant just killed a ton of stuff. I think it killed some channelers and level 2 fairies, so I have the information that Biervampir has many fairies and is training them. So it will be really important to get lightning strike, and in the next fight I expect Biervampir fairies to be level 3, and I would like to one-shot all of them with a well-placed fully charged lightning strike. I just process quickly this wizard to kill the invisible imp, because you have no area of damage as a hero. Yeah, you want some projectiles, but you do not have the gas spells that you can easily get with Bile Demons when you play evil creatures. Doing a pretty good job so far. I haven't trashed my thieves, unfortunately, because the fights occurred at the same time, like during the payday, and now it will be a massive fight between barbarians and giants. Giants are better than barbarians. They are slower, but you can slap them and speed them to reduce this issue. I'm thinking about striking creatures, but I want to strike those fairies. And I'm pretty happy that, yes, this happened. 3k gold for like 5 or 6 kills. This is the best possible thing that could happen. And I see that Biervampir has a lot of imps. Getting my first samurai, it's pretty great, but I could have had him earlier, so not that lucky. I'm preparing a second hatchery. I'm also preparing a temple. I don't remember how many torture room tiles you want to have to attract samurai. I don't remember. I think it's 1. It's not 9. I hope it's not 9, because I just sold part of my torture room to get a temple instead, so... And also the second hatchery is always useful, so that you can heal your creatures without using the heal spell. It is saving you some gold. It's always pretty nice. I'm just trying to keep him occupied with my level 5 giant. And barbarians, I think, are training faster than giants. But they are still weaker than giants in a 1 versus 1. I'm babysitting the training of my samurai. Unfortunately, I'm only getting 1. I'm getting a time mage. Not used to this kind of creature. I'm trashing some tunnelers. Meanwhile, Biervampir is trying to progress in this part of the map. Because he knows the map, he rushed to the middle of the map and mined the gold in the middle of the map, so I'm basically in a worse situation. Yeah, also the time mages, I think, are really more tanky than their standard counterpart, so pretty decent creatures. Some lightning strikes to get rid of some stuff, and some heal. Just a way to tell Biervampir that I will hold, no need to commit stuff on my position, and it makes me save some time to train my samurai. I just would like to have other samurai, but it seems that it's not going to happen, which is quite unfortunate. The RNG on this game was not really great for me, and it also, I think, comes from the fact that we're not used to play heroes, and the portal manipulation, it's not as neat as it can be when you're playing evil creatures.
Your creatures are attacking the enemy. You have tunneled into a new area.
And I'm unlocking the lightning spell on my samurai. And now Biervampir has the information. I have a samurai able to use the lightning spell. I'm getting another time mage.
Your creatures are attacking the enemy. Your minions are
instead of a samurai. It's quite disappointing. But now I'm able to kill some imps. But I expect Biervampir to have also the temple and to have performed some cheaper imps sacrifices, so killing imps is not really... it's just not a great way to waste your opponent's gold. It's just a way to save some time. Quite a lightning strike fight. Everyone is lightning the other creatures, but I'm doing better this way. I'm building also a second training room, still in the idea of having some twin dungeon. But this second training room, if I remember correctly, will bring something interesting in a few seconds, I guess, when I will get a new creature. And I see the first samurai from Biervampir, and I'm killing it. I'm pretty happy. But I'm pretty sure that it's not the only samurai he has, so... yeah. I'm still careful. I'm also surprised that he has a ton of level 1 creatures, so I'm wondering if he's going for a lot of research, or if he just tries to push as much as possible to prevent me to reach the middle of the map. Still trashing my fairies. And yeah, here I'm getting a new creature, which is a knight. Actually on this map you can get Knight from the
Creatures are
portal,
under attack.
which is quite OP to be honest, and you get Knight when you have more than you have at least like 36 training room tiles. And when I built my second training room, I met the requirements to get Knights from the portal. But I was not aware that the Knights were obtainable from the portal, so it was not really... I did not do this on purpose. And I will get several Knights that will train efficiently during the entire game, and I will almost never use them, because I'm not aware of this. Now I see that Biervampir has 2 level 6 Samurai, which is quite an issue. I have only 1, I just got 1 during the entire game, and he got at least 3. I'm pretty sad about this. And all the time he's protecting them and speeding them, which is quite great. So I start losing a lot of creatures, high level creatures. Did a good job there. I just wanted to damage the samurai, but yeah, they are dodging really well, on top of dealing a lot of critical strikes or double strikes. And he also used the disease spell to create some mess in my dungeon, so I have now to cure all the creatures in the temple one by one, which is quite micro-management consuming somehow. I'm getting my second samurai, I'm really happy about this, and we can see that there is a knight there in the training room, but I haven't noticed that. I'm just focused on trying to keep the pressure and kill some imps, while Biervampir is just rushing everything. The good thing with Samurai is that they get the side spell, so even dropping and using invisible imps does not work against Samurai, which is pretty great. I noticed also that I lost a lot of imps, it's pretty bad, and I know that the rest of the game will be about micro-management of my Samurai. But the issue is that I have less Samurai than my opponent, which is quite a problem. And yeah, I will always drop the Samurai after I drop mine, so mine will take a lot of damage all the time. So this is quite an issue. I'm also going low in gold, which is a problem. I slapped my knight instead of slapping my second samurai, and I haven't still noticed that I have knights that I could use to tank in front of my creatures and just like to put some knights on front of their samurai and just my samurais behind and get some juicy lightning shots, but yeah. I'm sacrificing somehow my low level researchers to deal some damage on the samurai. I almost killed one but did not die. I'm getting really low in gold now, because knight and samurai cost a lot of gold to get trained. And I also a few imps. And now I'm selling the additional training room, so I can get more knights. But I have 3, I guess, at this stage. Getting some kills, kill the level 1. Trying to replace my creatures just to have some shots from my my samurai on the enemy samurai, but I did not manage to do that. So instead I will just try to snipe some imps. But now Biervampir has most of the gold in the map, most of the space as well, so I'm just in a very defensive stance. And I'm trying to tank again. This way samurai will take some damage, but he's really willing to take my second library. He's pushing a lot. This library is not really well placed. I was not expecting to be pushed this far, and yeah, it's always the issue when you do not know the map. And he's protecting his invisible imp with some samurai, so I have to lightning strike the imp, which is invisible. And now I realize that I have knights, and I'm like, okay, I will be able to hold much longer with those knights. While the enemy samurai are engaged against the knights, I will just shot at the samurai. Still, there are only level 3 and 1 level 5 knight. Oh, it's still a difficult situation, and he's just camping on my library, which is like 1 HP. So it's a lot of micromanagement fight around samurai and knights, but especially samurai, because these are the best creatures in the hero side, and even more at this stage of the game.
Your minions are winning a battle.
Some quiet time, really rare, because I was pushed all the time for the last seconds, minutes even. Can't even mine this gem. I just realized that there is gems there on this map and I haven't mined them, so it's quite a problem. I could have had like way more gold at this stage, even being pushed, but yeah. My library recovered a bit of HP because I claimed some tiles close to it. I almost have a second level 6 samurai. The other one is level 7, but it's quite a problem because he's really low in HP. But as long as I'm getting melee hits on the enemy samurai, I'm quite happy. I don't know how many gold Biervampir has. Perhaps more than me, probably. But yeah, if I can kill those samurai, I'm really great, and it's really quick to kill samurai. They're not that tanky, especially against other samurai, or even giants, so the game can flip in an instant, even if I'm on the defensive, since the last like 5 or 10 minutes. And because I have also 2 tiles claimed behind, I try to contest a bit of this area. And I also have my level 5 time mage, which actually trained really quickly, and it's a really great asset. I don't know if he's still alive, but because he gets speed, he trained really quickly. And now I have 2 lightning samurai against 2 lightning samurais, but I also have a good researcher and I have 3 knights, so I have a way to tank the enemy samurai. I also have some barbarian giants that survived, and we see that my time mage is still again engaged against the 2 samurai. And actually this time mage just did the job. He defended almost the library alone by just researching there. And I managed to kill the 2 samurai. This was really quick, as I said. You can flip in a second. So yeah, it's a GG. But I have no gold, so it's still a problem. Because I can't really expand, I can't really summon imps. I have gems, but almost no imps to mine them. So it's quite a problem, and you definitely don't want to have samurai that are not paid during the payday, because the anger job of the samurai is to join the enemy, so you definitely don't want this to happen. And now Biervampir is just pushing on my library, trying to like create some mess. But yeah, I have no gold, so I will just stay on the defensive stance and killing some imps. Yeah, so one has no gold, the other one has no creatures, and he's like swarming me with a ton of imps.
Your minions are winning a battle.
And at this stage I could have just like summoned 12 imps to mine all the gems and just put CTA to push Biervampir and just win the game. And there we have another bug, camera bug, and that appears somehow. That has been solved since, but yeah. And basically this bug is just locking you in the game and you cannot move, or so I just left the game after a few minutes because I could not do anything. Yeah, that's a GG somehow, but still a funny game with heroes.